Okay, we're back. Welcome back to Megabonk. Today, we do get to do, like, one of every item. Last day we tried this, things did not go well for us. Everything kind of just, dude, our knockback's actually kind of crazy. What's going on here? We tried it. We hit an infinite chest. No. What? Hold on, I can get out of this. I've got momentum. I've got momentum. Don't worry, I'll be free. Okay, we're out. Okay, so I have found the bug and I know how to replicate it. We may need to put in a bug report on that one though, admittedly. So, if you have one of every item, apparently, I'm assuming every chest becomes an infinite chest and will mess you up big style. You'll get locked in and unable to move off it if you haven't got momentum. AI footage of someone committing a crime is going to be the end of us. Dude, I love the video and on a deep personal level of it's like a, you know, I'll take the lightning. I think it's a guy like I don't know, I don't mean to like make an assumption, but I'm gonna assume that he's a sovereign citizen because they always seem to be like trouble in court for sure. But he's like talking to the judge and then they're like looking to hear what the lawyer has to say, and then he pulls up like a video of an AI generated lawyer that's there to represent him, and it's just like, oh fuck, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, man. I don't know if I'd have it in me to like keep going after that, you know? Sovereign citizens are like, I think it's just because I love watching them get owned. I don't know what it is. If you don't know like what I don't know, I can't really, could somebody help me describe a sovereign citizen who knows what that is in like a sentence or two? Because I'm sitting here, I genuinely like shit, I don't know, they just like claim to not be members of the country, and they I guess they abide by their own laws, not by the laws of the state. Or sovereign citizens are the GOAT, man. I love them so much. It's crazy that like there's so many videos online of them getting owned in court, and yet people like still try it as if like they're gonna be the ones that's like, yeah, no, this time I got it down pat. Like I know exactly what to say in court this time. But they're just like, all they're doing is like contesting like a driving ticket or something. People who believe they're citizens of the world, so therefore the rules and laws of the country does not apply to them. Yeah, that's a perfect way of doing it. Basically, they're like, I'm not gonna listen to you because my mom said that I don't have to, you know? They're beyond the pale. Alright, they're interesting creatures, man. He said it best. That was a perfect description of them. They're usually only in for like minor infractions though. Like they love they love parking where they shouldn't be parking. I think that's like the #1 reason why take the skill. I think that's like the #1 reason why sovereign citizens get owned in court. What happens if I like buy one? I can still buy stuff, right? I just can't pick up like the chest because they'll all be infinite. So if I buy one, it's fine. I don't know. It depends. If you like justice porn or whatever, I can't pick up any of them. Like videos of people getting owned in court, like you can't really get better than like it's low enough stakes that it's not heavy material. So like you're not gonna ever need a trigger warning for like a sovereign citizen video, you know? It's not gonna be a serious crime. It's gonna be like some dumb shit crime. That's not even like really a crime. It's more just like it's a crime of like, oh, you should have. Wait, hold on. That's got an exclamation mark, but I don't. Okay, well I don't know what's going on there. It's like a parking infraction or something like that, and you know that they're about to get like the maximum penalty that they can receive for that parking violation because of the way that they're acting, man. It's so good. So yeah, I mean, if I go to court for like a minor crime, then I will probably pull the sovereign citizen dealio. That I mean, I might as well. Like, there's many men who've walked the line before me, who have never made it to Nirvana, and maybe I could. Maybe I could. Maybe I'm the chosen one. You never know. I don't think you can buy a sovereign citizen. What do you mean? Take some difficulty. Little bit of elite spawn increase is very good, and I like that a lot. Curse difficulty. The clock strikes 12. Midnight arrives. I'll take golden sneakers, man. That you can buy anyone? You mean buy them off? Oh wait, I forgot. Oh shit, I scared myself there. I forgot Clank starts with shield. That's good for him. I'm happy for him. This is annoying because the Maui heads like still stay on the map even though there's literally like no way of activating them. I've done something bad to this game. I don't know what it is, but I've jelked it a little bit too hard, man. Well, maybe not the word jelk. Oh, okay, don't pick that up. I now need to like fight the rampant urge to like run over the chest if it drops, which is going to be easier. Well, it's going to be harder than it looks, I think. Just give me crit, man. I'm happy to take crit, and then XP, and then XP, and then XP, and then Blood Patrick. Legendary Chaos Tome. Give me that. Do you know what's been fucking me off about big time about AI recently? I don't mean to be like this is like this is the AI complaining error, but B like doesn't really Google stuff. She'll like ask ChatGPT, which is I guess like honestly like usually it's fine because like realistically it just becomes like a search aggregate at that point that like gives a more pointed answer as opposed to like Google. It's not always right, which I guess, but then I guess Google isn't either. But like if she uses voice commands, it has this like English voice, and it pisses me off because not because I'm like jealous of the voice, right? Which she thinks is the case. But thing is, the voice has like specific vocal inflection to make it seem like it's a human being. And I don't know why, but that just like fucks me off in a humongous way. I'm like, it like creeps me out a little bit, because he'll be talking, he'll be like and he'll and ah during a sentence, and I'm like, you don't do that. You know exactly what you're gonna say. You can't say that. We say that. Like listen, it will be doing an and an ah for no reason, and it'll be like kind of stuttering its speech a little bit as if it's like a human being speaking, and I'm like, what the fuck? If she's older than 25, she must be held accountable. Who do you think I am, brother? Yeah, she is over there. She's age appropriate, brother. Listen, I know that I was League of Legends, you sure, but you can't be saying shit like that. She's my age. To be fair, I get it. I mean, I've used it for very specifically pointed questions. Because I can't be fucked, like, trawling through literally like 7 years of like defunct Reddit threads where people didn't even answer a question properly, you know? So usually for technical stuff, I'd be like, I need to figure this one out. How could you make it happen? Also, and it has some credit. If you're trying to plan something in a way to do something like technical or whatever, like when I was setting up the double PC streaming, which granted did work perfectly the first time around, and then it just stopped working completely. I was like, kind of like panicking about how I would make it happen, and I did say to like ChatGPT or whatever, like, can you please make this like step-by-step like literally idiot guide for somebody who's like never done something like this before, and it fucking did. It gave me like a 4-year-old guide to like a 4-year-old's guide to like setting up 2 computers to stream, and I ran it and it fucking worked like a charm, man. So I had to give credit on that one. All it's doing is aggregating other people's suggestions from other places. But I was like, it was fucking right on the money, man. Night Mage, thanks so much for the sub, my liege. My king. I'm on it. I'm not on my Henshin, alright. 23, 25 still fine for you, I would say, brother. As long as you didn't meet them at 18 IMO, don't put me on Twitter. I got, listen, man. Listen, brother. Power to you, whatever, right? But like, I don't know where to take this conversation, man. Anyway, I take age appropriately. Is all I'm saying. Oh, mamma mia. Okay, let's XP. We got a bajillion levels here. Best part of how AI interacts with the world is that we don't know how they actually work. Yeah, I mean, like, and like there was that case where somebody was like trying to do like case research for a, like a, you know, they went to court and used like references to certain cases, which is like precedent, which is like happens all the time. You use like previous rulings and cases to, you know, draw a parallel to the case that you're currently embroiled in to like see like, okay, this is what happened in this case and this is what the judge ruled. Oh, brother, hold on. I've got insufficient disk space. Give me 1 second. Is that corrupted the file? That's my bad, honestly, on that one. I gotta say. When did it lose me? Please tell me it still works. Okay, we're back. But yeah, there was that case of somebody doing that. They're like, give me legal precedent for like this case so that I can take this to court. And then they did. And then somebody obviously like went and was like, let me check this actually. And that didn't exist. It was just completely fucking made up. The chat robot was like, I think I will make shit up. Imagine if you could just do that in court though. That'd be so good. Just make up cases and shit that never happened and just hope that like nobody checks it. Which, to be fair, I do like wonder. The thing is, like in the UK, I don't know how somebody who's American, I'd love to hear about this. In the UK, if you leave or fired or whatever, however you leave your job, whether it be good or bad, if you are giving a reference to your previous employer, you're literally like legally not allowed to, even if it's true, to say this person was fired for like stealing office supplies or something like that, you know. Is that the case in America as well, or does it operate slightly differently? What is the situation there? Genuine question, Ross, why do you not save your Twitch VODs? I want to watch the streams I miss. I'll tell you exactly why. It's because I want you to watch it on YouTube where it's monetized, and that's it. It's the same experience either way, but on one there's ads and one there isn't. If you watch it on Twitch and you watch 6 days worth of YouTube videos that I recorded in a single day, you ain't gonna watch them on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you say you still do, but like, it's as simple as that, innit, brave? Just remember, before the invention of trains in 1804, people had to run wagons on your mom. Very true, very true. Did apparently like B thought it was really funny that I was like completely uninterested when my mom was telling this story the other day. Yeah, but actually I just wasn't really listening. I was like kind of piecing in because like there was like a TV show on and I had to like look at the screen. She came over for like B's birthday on Sunday, and apparently like my family at one point were like kind of like tangentially close to the royal family, which is strange because like my oh no, I've fucking done it, Anna. Hold on, I had momentum though. Please don't lose momentum. Keep going. I just got momentum. Yeah, we're almost off. There we go, we're free. My great grandmother like played hockey with Prince Andrew or some shit or something like that. I'm not really fully sure. And then my great-great-grandmother used to be like the nanny to like a really rich, like the richest family in Scotland or something like that. And she used to hear gossip about the royals and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, how interesting. But like B was like, did you know all this? Because you seemed like really uninterested when your mother was telling that story. But that's like kind of crazy that your family like vaguely has ties to the royal family. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that at all. And she's like, is your mum making it up then? Like, she's like, is she like, is that true then? And I was like, I don't fucking know, but I have no idea. I don't know why she would like lie. I've never heard like her make shit up like that before, but who knows, man. But also like my great grandmother like was a nurse during the war. Was it my great grandmother? No, maybe my grandmother actually. She was 81 when she died, and that was 20 years ago. Somebody run the numbers on it. 20 years ago, 2000. She was 8. Yeah, so it would have been my grandmother actually. I tell a lie. And I guess it would have been my great grandmother in the First World War. My grandmother was a nurse during the Blitz of Glasgow, while my grandfather was working out in the Middle East. Like he was in like Israel, Palestine, doing like humanitarian stuff. I don't want to say like Doctors Without Borders, but it was some shit like similar to that, I suppose. It is the case when asking for employer history, they're only legally allowed to ask for verification, right? The thing is though, like, they can ask you like about their performance from what I can remember, but you're not allowed to say anything bad. So then it becomes like a tippy-toe game of like, to be honest, I can't really imagine giving a fuck that hard that you would be like trying to besmirch somebody anyway, I guess. It depends. I guess if you own the company, then that's fair enough. But, I mean, to be fair, I had like a decent amount of employees and I've never once been contacted for a reference. I don't know if that says more about nobody checking or if it says something about me as an employer, but to be fair, they'd probably like put my business manager down as the reference and not me anyway, so that makes sense. It kind of becomes about like what you don't say as opposed to what you do say when giving a reference to somebody. Yeah, if somebody isn't like saying that you're absolute gas, then the assumption, I guess, presumably is that you're like hot shit. Like, oh, hot dog shit, sorry. Well, not hot shit. That I don't know. Oh my god. Oh wait, what? I can't. I was gonna say that's insane. Like 3 of them next to each other, but I can't even make use of them because I can't fucking open the chest or I'll get stun locked. Take lightning staff. Sure, take another campfire. Ross's grandfather, dude. Do you know what's so fucking annoying? I could have been a Silver Spoon kid, man. I could have been, because my grandfather was a private doctor who owned his own surgery. My grandmother was a nurse. So, like, you know, these are, like, good pensions. And also, you know, private doctor, own your own surgery, bish bash bosh, Silver Spoon. My mother used to have, like, a live-in maid, you know? Like, she had, like, they had help for the house, you know what I mean? And then... fucking bullshit. My grandfather, I don't really know the full story. I'll tell you what I know, but then if you ask me for further questions, I'm unfortunately unable to give you any more because it's just, you know. But my grandfather heavily invested in a new drug that was supposed to help pregnant women with morning sickness called thalidomide. Now this drug maybe wasn't tested nearly as much as it should have been or could have been. But what ended up happening was that the drug would cause severe birth defects in the babies of the mothers that took the drug to help with their morning sickness. And he lost, like, fucking everything as far as I can gauge. Like, I mean, when my grandmother died, she had, like, 14 grand, I think. It was between 14 and 30 grand. That was split between my uncle, who I don't think I've ever even met, to be honest, and then my mother. So that's like that's a good size, and it helped us a lot, obviously, but it's definitely like a fair share less than you'd think for like that situation, you know, where like a private doctor and a nurse on insane pensions and also like, you know, good money, like being reduced to that amount of cash. Thalidomide is still used. Thalidomide is still a drug that is used now, but it was the application of it then that was what caused problems in it. People still use thalidomide, but they do not use it in pregnant women. I shit you not. I don't remember. I guess you say it's used to treat cancer. That's fair enough. But like its original use, or at least in the UK market or whatever the hell, was for something else. And this is all just what I've been told. So you asked me for more. Ask me for more information. I unfortunately can't give it to you. But I know my mum's family was rich. Son of a bitch. To be fair, I'm such an evil bastard though, man. I guess like times are really getting tight. Because my mum, like her auntie is lives in Canada. And they have like a gigantic fucking gorgeous house, and like they're very, very wealthy. And my mother is like, my mother and my uncle, I suppose, are like the, you know, the next in line of her like kind of lineage kind of thing, you know? So, and she's in her like 80s or 90s, I think. Probably, my mom's 70 this year. So I'd probably maybe say she's maybe like in her early 90s, maybe late 80s or something like that. And I took my mum out to dinner for lunch for her 70th birthday. And she was telling me about it and all this stuff. And I would never have brought it up if it wasn't for the story that she was telling me. Because she was saying that, like, you know, there's a lot of money in that family, that particular family in Canada. But in the last couple of years, my auntie, or my mother's auntie, so my great auntie, her niece has magically started to become and try and get a lot closer to her. And I was sitting there like, man, motherfucker, I was like, you know, my mum used to write letters, call on the phone to her all the time and all this kind of stuff, and in recent years, like, she's kind of stopped like contacting her. And to be fair, like, as well, I think my great uncle was boxed and shipped over to my mother when he died so that he could have his ashes spread by my mother into like the Clyde, into the which is a river that runs through the centre of Glasgow. And I was sitting there like, this fucking bitch, she's trying to take all of our money. This is our money, man. This is our fucking money. I'm sitting there like, man, listen, it's evil as hell. I don't know the woman, but I was also like, my mother deserves a good life, and I was like, I will fucking get you that money, so help me God. If I have to put the black bally on and head to Canada myself, I'll go Punisher mode to get that shit, man. I'd love to be able to give my mom a better life, and I'm certain that, given all the shit she's gone through with me, she probably deserves it. But that niece, she's not getting a penny. So help me God, she's not getting a penny. Zebra Hades, thank you so much for the sub. I think that's like the evilest shit to ever do, because like the person isn't gone yet. But I think it's more just the fact that there's like somebody who's entered into the equation that's like, oh, all of a sudden she's coming over to help out, and oh, all of a sudden getting very close. Maybe suggesting a rewriting of the will. Ross speedrunning defamatory accusations, see in court. Listen, I'm not fucking kidding, right? Like, listen, okay, she's probably like, the niece is probably like my age, or like maybe in her 50s, or maybe like 20 years older than me. You're trying to tell me that like she's not giving a single fuck about her aunt for like 45 fucking years, and then all of a sudden shows an interest in the last like 5? And you don't think that when they have their house paid off and it's like a fucking $700,000 home, and they had a business that they sold and all this shit, you're telling me that there's no suspicious grounds for like maybe there's some ulterior motives at play here? You know? My mum deserves those quits. I don't give a fuck about me having the money. I don't care about my mum having the money. I need her like buy a Lambo or some shit. She just got her driver's license back, so she shouldn't be driving, but she got her driver's license back. Get her a Maserati or a Ferrari Testarossa, perhaps. 700k in Canada is a too. I'm never gonna show you the house, okay? Because like, I will find a way to dox my great auntie. But like, I rest assured this bitch is not a 2-bedroom bungalow. I'm fucking. The thing is, they live in the sticks. They live in the middle of nowhere. This house is gigantic, okay? It's gigantic. It's a massive fucking house, man, and it's paid off as well. Fuck it, I'll move to Canada. I'm emigrating, boys. But I'll move my business to like Malta or like the Cayman Islands. Have you seen what Ross be doing? He ain't some influencer, and none of those would be caught dead doing what Ross is. If you had been a silver spoon kid, there ain't no way you'd have been wasting time becoming a full-time YouTuber. I guess you're probably right. I'd probably like pick up like a nasty like cocaine addiction or something and then be dead in a gutter somewhere. I don't know, who knows. I got a vaguely addictive personality, so I can see that happening. I'm just gas. I've got my foot on the gas here. That does sound like silver spoon behavior. Yeah. To be honest with you, like I genuinely think that like as much as I joke that like if I won the lottery, my first port of call would be changing as a person, forgetting my day ones. I'd forget where I came from. I'd act like I don't know nobody. There was a period of time where YouTube was making like kind of silly money, and I didn't change as a person. If anything, like my lifestyle from then to now, which is good because like as the money went down, the belt didn't have to be tightened as much as you would think, you know, because I lived unbelievably below my means, and God, thank you for making me like I mean like, you know, when the channel's making like 5 figures a month or some shit like that, and my PC is playing League of Legends at like 49 FPS, man, and like my accountant is begging me to buy fucking something with the money so that it doesn't have to get taxed. He's like, please make a business expense, please, and I'm just like, it still works, motherfucker. I'm not getting rid of it. And I'm still on that PC now. Okay? I have a fucked up story. One of my friends from uni once told me he was like mega uber rich. So one day we both were kind of high, and I asked him why his family's so rich. He basically told me, oh yeah, my great grandfather was like a street thug alky, and one day he saw like an old merchant driving a cart home in the middle of the night, and he stabbed him to death, and the cart was full of gold, so we just took it all and bailed. If I won the lottery, you better believe I'll forget so many people's names instantly. That's so true, dude. I especially the people that stuck by me through thick and thin. They're the first ones to go. They're the first ones out, man. Can you money launder through League of Legends? I don't think so. There's a bunch of like websites that sell you like RP cards. I've been very, very suspicious of how they happen to exist, but I don't think there's any money laundering going on there. I think it's more just grey market, like buying it in like whatever the currency of Bosnia is or something like that. So you can help me out here, and then upcharging it by like 30% to like euros. Then the CS market crashed recently. Yeah, incredibly so. Yeah. I'm confused. I'm almost at max level. But I thought it was like 500 and something you had to be to get max level. Man, am I missing something? Anyway, let's spawn the boss. If I won the lottery, I'd be dead within 6 months. Do you know what? Like, I respect the fuck out of it for this, for B. Huh. Okay. Why can things just not work in MEGABONK? I mean, to be fair, we were gonna absolutely blast through the final boss. I would say probably, but I mean, it's kind of cool having like this like perspective of the game. If it didn't have the blue line, it would look really like aesthetic. But oh well. Anyway, regardless, I guess we're gonna have to end things here because I'm gonna have to Alt F4 the game. Thank you so much for watching another MEGABONK and enjoying the chatter, I suppose. I'll be back to finish that story on another episode of MEGABONK. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below some more MEGABONK stuff we can do, and have a great day. See y'all next time.